We're back, and before we get into initiative, let's find out a little bit about what Dell and Calder were up to in the 1 minute preparation time that they had.
Okay. I know that a thing I wanted to do was to use an ability I haven't used in a long time. I'm going to cast Darkness as a Shadow Sorcerer, and I will expend my meta magic points to be able to view through it. I will cast it upon a dagger, stab it into the ground, and will knock it into the ground, and then just cover it. Probably with my cape. It'll be fine.
I'll have switched out my eye for the one that can see in magical darkness.
Dives is hiding up in a tree amongst that cool Spanish moss.
I will also take a period of time to remove the excrement that was deposited onto Fiend Claw by our lovely Dives.
He's here to help.
I will also prestidigitation us to be perfectly clean and shiny.
Oh, I don't mind being covered in blood, but okay.
I mind because it would anger him that if we look better than he does.
I mean, I always looked better than he did.
Yeah, and now you're and he's covered in plant shit. So
I would also like to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay, Guardian of Faith. Where do you want to place it?
I want to place it, because we don't necessarily know where we're like gonna have this fight, like near us, but like in a way that I can maneuver around it, because compel duel, which is what I'm intending to cast, forces them to walk towards me. Let's go with there.
Excellent.
I'll move to here. I just don't want to be half in the water if necessary.
Yep.
That sounds fine. That way, depending on if they appear on this side of the circle, then it's there, and then if they appear behind us, I can move backwards through it.
And then remind me the radius of the darkness.
15-foot radius centered on me, or rather, where a thing I'm standing on.
Okay, I'm just marking out the space so that I know what's what.
Can I have an 10-foot aura on the Guardian of Faith?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, y'all got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 foot around the Guardian, 15 foot around Calder, which is darkness. Anything else before we get going?
The 10-foot radius does include all of the squares that it touches, so it is like a cube, not a circle, because that's how D&D works now.
Yeah.
As a heads up.
With that,
Initiative?
Gale, before we roll initiative, Anton is suddenly in a place that he wasn't in before. And in this hut, that's not like abnormal, but it's not like the usual kind of getting pulled around. And suddenly you're in a place that smells like shit, but is extremely foggy, extremely hazy. You can't see your hand in front of your face. And you're told that you have 1 minute. And in 1 minute, you would get to take down Calder Creed. And standing next to you is what remains of Chomper.
Uh-oh.
While you, Anton, have not been treated too physically roughly, well, you haven't been damaged too much. Chomper, on the other hand, what he is more vine and plant than Chomper, but it still has all of his stubbornness, all of his tenacity, and all of his strength. You have 1 minute to plan. What do you do? Chomper is not going to be any help intellectually, I'm afraid.
No.
It's not like he was a titan of intelligence before.
In the first place, yeah.
Nobody would call him smart.
I think I'm going to drink my potion of heroism.
Okay.
Yep.
Good choice.
So I am as per bless, and I have 10 temporary HP from that.
So 10 temporary HP, and you
for an
get the
hour.
bless spell.
Yep. Yeah, I think that might be it. If I'm
Okay.
reading all of this right. Yeah.
In that case,
He takes out his weapon, readies it, and
Olivia,
mm-hmm.
the little gauntlet that you got, excellent, because I looked down and looked up again, and I thought it was like one of those like on a stick things that you have.
No, it's my hand.
I mean I know it was, but it was just like it
friends,
just like the stick, like the stick, like
it's
That is
amazing.
so
emoji
good.
hands.
It's
It's
so
so
perfect for this.
good.
Yeah.
Why don't
I
we
think
go
he's
ahead and
ready.
roll initiative?
Yeah, I think we should. We're probably not going to jump into the fight right away. We might posture a bit, but
Oh, right. Rolling NPC initiatives doesn't work because they're not NPCs.
All right.
I love how Dive still wins.
Amazing.
What an ass.
Honestly, the initiative tracker is really in your favor. So, like, this could go really well for you, but we'll see. We'll see. So, Dives at initiative count 21. Gale, since you are on Anton at this point, I'm going to go ahead. What was Dives doing before combat started?
He's hiding up in a tree like 50 feet up. He's just watching.
Okay.
Just
Like if-
hey, Spanish.
Are we
Maybe
are we
things
good
look-
to leave him at like that for the combat?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
if something looks interesting, he'll hop in, but for the most part, he's just watching.
Okay.
Maybe
Calder.
laughing.
So the fog clears almost instantly. And about 20 feet from you is once again Anton in his full armor, faceplate up, and Chomper kind of.
Anton,
It doesn't
Just
respond.
smiles.
you
And-
look like shit.
He can totally see the smile behind the faceplate.
He decided to get one of those like clear
Oh yeah.
helmets in order to like show off his face. Zoom directly into his crutch. You got something right here.
Did you volunteer for this, or did someone kick your ass first?
Is that all you're doing on your turn?
That's like that's not asking a question. If we wanted to jump straight to the fight, we can.
Yeah,
Because the
that
more
was
you get-
Olivia. That was Olivia asking.
Oh,
Anton is
the-
not saying anything.
Oh God, he really is gone. Like the moment, like he's like not posturing, it's like, oh, you really are gone, aren't you? And that Calder
Takes
will
the wind
step,
out of your sails, doesn't it?
and Calder will just kick will then touch kick the cape away to create the darkness, and I guess we're in rounds. And yeah, I have actions.
It is your initiative, my friend.
All right. First bonus action: summoning the Hound of Ill Omen immediately behind Anton.
Knew this was going to happen. So we're gonna...
It rolls its own initiative and enters into will enter into the order.
Ooh,
Yep, we are dropping a friendly dire wolf
a good boy.
directly behind, and we're scaling it down a little bit because it's medium sized.
It's medium sized. I am then going to, because they're right next to each other, it'd be rude not to. I'm going to cast Hold Monster,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to spend the points to twin it, targeting them both.
Hold monster, twinned, love it.
Mhm.
Let's do those. Let's do those saving throws.
Anton has advantage on his
He does not, because of the Hound of Omen, that will negate his advantage.
So he will be at a straight die.
Yep.
But he still gets the bless effect.
Now, does the Hound of Omen affect everyone in a radius, or is it just the target?
Just him.
Okay, so Tromper doesn't.
What kind of save?
It'll be a Wisdom save, DC 18. I can force it.
Go ahead and do that. Yeah, absolutely not. An automatic or a one natural. Or a natural one is not an automatic failure, but like, wow.
It's just funny. So Calder will just like, oh, you really are going, aren't you?
I'm going to use Indomitable and re-roll that saving throw.
All right. I can force it again if you'd like.
Yes, please.
All right.
That's a little more like it.
So
that's a little more like it.
Like you start to say the thing, and then he just kind of twitches, and he's free of it.
Tromper very much is not free of it.
No. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Because I'm in the sphere of darkness, he can't really see me, but I'm going to step back in behind Dell. So I'm not where he saw me. I am not where he last saw me.
Fair enough. Speaking of Dell, you're up.
Okay, so I'm looking at Compelled Duel, and I don't think that my target actually has to see me. But I have to see him, but I should be able to do so.
Let me take a look. But
it says you attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand.
Yep, that does not say anything about them being able to see you.
So I'm gonna draw. I'll draw Fiend Claw.
And Fiend Claw's gonna say, "I'm wicked sharp, but I'm not wicked, but I am sharp." How was that?
Like a 3 out of 10.
Next time. Next time.
And I will point my.
There's a fiend up there.
Yeah, I know.
It's right up there.
I know. I'll point my sword in, like, away from the fiend, at Anton, and I will, as part of the casting of the spell, because it's purely verbal, I will. I'm not gonna in human life say it because my brain is not letting me. But it's just gonna be like, you did these things in the hut, you did this. I challenge you for this cause.
All right, so that's a wisdom save, you said?
It's a wisdom save, yes.
Cool. He has advantage, so I'll roll it.
Why does he have a advantage, out of curiosity?
He has advantage against all spells.
Does he get penalties because of the dog? Or is that
not
just against what he does?
Not against your spells, against Calder's, yeah.
All right.
His you do see that, like, as your magic kind of moves towards him, the weird, very dirty green cloak around him kind of shimmers, and the magic just slides off.
Okay. I will knock that spell off my cast list real quick. Just a moment.
Anything else?
No, I'm gonna. I'm good here.
Chomper's held. You don't get any more saves unless you take damage, right?
No, he gets a save only at the end of his turn.
Okay, so at the end of his turn, he'll go ahead and make a wisdom save. I don't expect it to go any better. That was an 11, not good enough, still held. So we're on to Anton. You see a large semi-sphere of darkness in front of you.
Yep. Just seeing this. Yeah, I think he's gonna take one step to that
Dexterity
one.
saving throw.
Is that? I can't tell what is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he would make his dex save.
Yeah, that caused the dex save.
That said,
Let
I
me double
will
check
say
the
that
thing.
Anton would probably be aware of the space that the Guardian occupies.
Yeah, because I can see the Guardian, right? It's not completely in the
It's
darkness.
not
right?
entirely.
It's partially in the darkness.
It's partially in the darkness, but you can see that there's a Guardian there. Yes.
I think he's cocky.
Okay, that's
he'll
fair.
go up there. Does the Guardian count as a spell or no?
It does not do. It's not considered a spell. It doesn't consider spell damage. It's a
Okay.
static damage.
Okay, so dex save, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just regular.
Vegular.
Anyway, he's
Damn.
rolling really fucking well.
Damn.
You're fine.
He still
Does he
takes
take
half.
half? He takes half, right?
Yes. So that is 10 radiant damage.
All right, that's all his temp HP gone.
Boink.
So you step into the
And-
darkness.
And he's going to hold out his hand and cast a spell.
Counterspell. FU.
What level spell? It's not a level 3 because you don't have those yet.
No, it was a level 2. Okay. All right. He does that, feels the magic go away. Fuck it. He's gonna action surge. And he's
Okay.
going to use his once per day quicken spell.
Ooh.
And he is going to. Right? Does that work like that?
Okay, but like, hear me out. How funny would it be if he cast daylight right now?
If he casts what?
Daylight.
How funny would it be if he cast daylight right now?
Unfortunately, he does not have that one.
No, it's above his pay grade. Sadly,
But imagine though.
Sorry, I'm reading through his spells. Really
Eldritch Knights are great, but they are half casters, so they don't get the really big spells for a while.
I understand the pain of half caster.
Okay, he is going to cast Warding Wind on himself.
Good choice.
A strong wind, 20 miles an hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered
another
on you. The
radius.
wind lasts for the spell's duration. The wind has the following effects. It deafens you and other creatures in its area. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch size and smaller. It hedges out vapors, gas, and fog. The area is difficult terrain for creatures other than you. Attack rolls of ranged weapons and attacks. Ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage if the attack passes in or out of the wind. And I think with that, he's going to charge forward.
All right. Hold on. Back up. I'm gonna turn on the thing. There we go. All right. Where are you going?
I think he's
Into the darkness.
into the darkness. And I think because it deafens
And I'm gonna.
You
you
can't hear-
and other creatures in the
So he-
area.
So he can't hear me for shit.
Nope. But he's going to run to where you were and start swinging. And
Yeah.
yeah, because that does that. He did the bonus action thing. So I believe he can also do a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Circles upon circles upon circles upon circles
Yeah.
upon circles.
This
All
is
these
what
stairs make
mid to
circles.
high level
All
combat
these
looks like,
stairs make
friends. It's all circles.
Yeah.
Circles all the way
he's
down.
going to do the cantrip sword burst. So 5
Nice.
feet around him, swords will appear, and I'll
Nice.
need y'all to make dexterity saving throws.
Valid. Can you force it?
Maybe.
Damn. Calder also rolling well.
Do. Dexterity save. No, it doesn't. For some reason, I
Then
can't grab.
I will roll it.
Okay. Just really got to quick check what his
That's it.
fucking DC is, because it doesn't say it next to that spell. Why not? Okay, yeah. Del
Yeah.
failed. Okay, so that will be Fuck, I have too many windows in the way. We'll take... Oh, nearly max damage.
It's a normal amount of damage. It's fine.
So yeah, he deals that damage, and then he's gonna stand there with the warding wind. Yep.
The dire wolf is gonna run directly to the south. Hold on.
It can see perfectly in the darkness.
Yeah.
It is not at all impeded. It can walk through solid objects.
Yeah, I don't think it's even impeded by difficult terrain. Yeah. All right.
It can walk through solid objects. It doesn't care about things.
Yeah. It's gonna miss its bite though. Turns out it's really hard to bite someone in heavy armor. It's possible, but not easy. But
Weirdly, that helps me because that way he's never a threat to Anton and less likely to draw aggro.
Okay, that was the wolf. We're up to Dives, who's watching. It's Calder's turn again.
Now I get to try. I get to try an experiment that I've wanted to learn. I've had questions about for a while, and this is the perfect time to test it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Blight on him.
Cool. Since you are a creature within 5 feet that is casting a spell, he's going to use his reaction to attack you.
I believe you have to perceive me, right?
Nope. Mage Slayer, just as if you cast within 5 feet. I still have disadvantage on the attack because I can't see you.
Yeah, fair enough, but like okay, I don't know how Mage Slayer works, so by all means.
Yep. All right. That is just with his weapon. So I should take the disadvantage because I can't see you. On to Calder. Cool. You have disadvantage on your concentration save.
Okay.
Because again, Mage Slayer.
I put the Mage Slayer feat into chat, but it's basically everything that Gale just said.
Sucks.
Yeah. So let me see the damage that gets dealt. So yeah, it's just a DC 10 concentration save, but it is at disadvantage.
That's an 8.
I fail it, so darkness fades. Shit. Anyway.
Yep. That's his reaction used.
Anyway, Blight.
Anyway, Blight. Hold on, I gotta find the right circle because they're on top of each other.
He would be at advantage, but is disadvantaged because doggy.
Yep.
Oh,
that was so close, but no, he does fail to the Blight.
And so, question for GM: Does this count as targeting a plant creature?
So in this particular exact case, I'm gonna say no. No, it doesn't.
The question
because I understand. I have been looking forward to this.
Do the people who are possessed by the plants count as plants for the sake of this anti-plant spell?
That is not the
anti-plant spell.
That's fair. That's not the question that I'm answering. The question that I'm answering is for Anton specifically. The answer is no. He does not count as a plant.
Okay. Then he'll take 8d8 necrotic damage.
It's still going to be amazing.
Nope.
29 necrotic.
I'm going to use that. All right. Yep. It hits solidly. You see him move with the force of it.
Anything else, Calder, or are we done here?
Bonus action.
Of course.
But because the darkness is gone, I'm going to bonus action Bort. I'm going to bonus action Bort all the way over here.
Gotta love Misty Step.
I'm using the one out of the staff because it's better.
Can you cast that in the same turn?
I have a bonus action already, so yeah.
Yes, but when you cast a bonus action spell, the other spell has to have been a cantrip.
Oh, then I probably can't. So
yeah.
I guess I'm just going to move 30 feet away.
He's already used his reaction to hit you when you cast.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's my reasoning.
Yeah.
Like I have an obvious cut, like ow.
Although the 10 feet
step,
you move away from him is difficult terrain.
The first step is difficult terrain.
Yeah, so you're 5 feet closer.
All right. Then let's see, so that's that. I do have my bonus action still.
Yes.
Make a strength save.
From
telekinesis. I'm shoving him into the Guardian of Fate.
Okay, so strength
Just
save
like one in diagonally.
because disadvantage, advantage. Okay, strength save.
It's not a spell, so it's just save.
Yep.
Telekinesis isn't a spell?
Nope, it's the telekinesis feat.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Backing up. I'm just going to look at the feet really quick. I'm pretty sure you're
Right.
right, Jeff, but I just want to do a quick...
I mean, it would be a flat roll either way, even if it was a spell. 'cause it is
That's
close.
true. That's fair.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does not count as a spell.
Unfortunately, he's really fucking strong.
But he's really strong.
Yeah, okay. He is unfortunately very strong, so that doesn't work, but whatever. It's fine. It's a free action. Didn't care about it.
So no, absolutely not. Give me a description, man. I got to get something out of this.
So Calder will, as he backs off, we'll find out options. We'll hold a hand up and a pulse. We'll just sort of we'll disrupt the wind and try and shove Anton backwards.
And Anton's able to just kind of like solidify and stay in place. Del, it's your turn.
Wait, who's concentrating on hold person?
That would be me. So whole person is gone for Chomper.
Cool.
Ow.
I will take a swing.
Yep.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's not a ranged weapon, so it's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
In the wind. Yep. Let me see. Doing quick math? No, okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Let me.
Someone's debating a shield.
Well, he already used his reaction. I was looking at a different thing. That's fine.
I'm going to pour a divine smite into this.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the wrong thing to say to a divine smite, but
Well, no, I think the was like that makes sense. Correct.
What are the types of creatures that Fiend Claw does extra damage on?
I think it's just fiends.
Just fiends.
I don't
and then
think...
smiting, what kind of creatures does it do?
It does. It just does.
So it does an extra D8
if it's fiend or undead.
Fiend or undead.
Is he?
It's yes. Anton
No,
undead.
Anton does not count as undead either.
Okay.
It's okay. He will be later.
Damn. Succeeded barely that concentration check though. On 37 damage. Damn.
Yeah, it's very close. I do get a reroll on that one with great weapon fighting style.
Okay.
Huh? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so one more damage.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
100%.
one more damage.
Does that
Got
cause the 21 to fail now?
it. No, because it's half the damage.
I-
The DC is still this,
I was hoping.
right?
Yeah, it's half.
38. Yeah, it would still be the same DC.
I can't do math. I have no use for that.
Me neither. Never touch the stuff.
Yeah. And I will take the steps to here.
Like, once again, Anton has used his reaction. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Chomper. Would you say that the dire wolf is closer to Chomper than Del?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's about right. Okay.
Yeah.
Chomper's going for the dog.
Dex save.
We'll make the dex save. Yes, let's start with that.
He gets advantage because he can see the thing that he's saving against, and he's a barbarian.
17.
I gotta remember my own fucking shit.
I should just make you force it next time.
Jeff, if you didn't have your well vial, what would your DC be?
If I didn't have my well vial,
Yeah.
it would be it would still be 18.
I'm trying to use you to do math, so
it's 8 plus proficiency plus your spell mod. So it's 12 plus what is your wisdom mod?
That passes.
Okay. And then he will attack the dog.
It'll take some radiant damage and then attack the dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you said
takes
10, right?
10 radiant damage.
10. Okay, no problem. As he goes into his rage, his jaws extend and like distend and like unhinge, and he's gonna bite at the dire wolf.
Mm-hmm. This will probably get it.
This is going to be a reckless attack.
Does Chomper count as undead?
Yeah, Chomper is classified as undead. Let's go ahead and with advantage, I'm going to give myself the reckless attack first off. I'm figuring out how to do this from the other side of the sheet. And then bite.
Bump.
That hits.
Yikes.
Yep. Ouch.
And then attack number 2.
Yep.
The direwolf does have some temporary. It does have some bonus HP because of being summoned by me, but I don't think it's going to save it here.
It might. Dire wolves have more HP
It's
than you
equal
think.
to your charisma mod? Is that the extra HP?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
The
It's still around.
Yep, no,
yay!
it's still around. And I just need to double check the description on the bite. Your mouth transforms. It deals 1d8 piercing damage on hit. Once on each of your turn, when you damage a creature with this bite, you regain a number of hit points, but... so he regains a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus, provided you have less than half when you hit, which he doesn't, so no damage is healed. Chomper jumps up, bites at this dire wolf, clearly has really no sense of what's going on, just attacking the nearest thing that sort of isn't Anton. Speaking of Anton.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he's got 40 foot of movement.
We will get an attack of opportunity from the dire wolf. So let me do that really quick. And it'll miss. So go ahead, move on down.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
he's actually going to use all that movement to, like, he has the extra movement to get around the other side of him.
Mhm.
And he'll go in for some movie. Let me see.
Fortunately, he doesn't have an action surge.
Not anymore.
No,
This is still gonna suck.
this would have been a great
Yeah.
time for it, but the last time was a great
bonus
time for it.
action, he's going to hex you.
Neat. I'm hexed.
The
Which
wind drops.
which trait are you targeting?
Ooh, disadvantage on... Let's do strength.
Sure.
So let me put the effect on you so it knows that I'm concentrating on it. Okay. I'm going in for some attacks. Is there anything else I need to do before that? Double checking his abilities really quick. Nope. Okay. First attack.
25 is definitely a hit.
Yep. That plus 10. Jesus.
Mm.
Mhm.
Ow.
Second attack.
A second 25.
Near max damage, so ow.
Yep.
So I'm going to need a description here, please.
So he's got this vicious looking glaive in his hand, and at the start of turn, he just looked at you, not even caring about the dog, and marched towards you. But then once he got within melee, he starts moving a little bit more like the Anton you remember. Like he's, instead of just this mindless march, he like starts holding and guarding, and that's how he quickly gets around you and then starts slashing at you. And I think he slashes one shoulder and then the other.
Calder, when you two were growing up, which of you was the more martial of the two?
Anton. Far and away Anton.
Gale, anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's his movement bonus and his full attacks. Right? Just double checking the number of attacks he has real quick. Nope, he's got a third one. Let's go.
What? What?
He's,
How? From what?
He is a 12th level fighter.
Yeah, 12 level
At
fighters.
level 11, they get their second extra attack.
Dear God.
That's like every 5 levels.
Both of these characters are not multi-class
yes!
at all. Of course.
Oh, that one misses, but I have been forgetting to roll the hex damage.
That's fair.
Right?
You hit
So
twice, so you do
2d6
get 2.
extra.
Yeah. For 3.
So yeah, you
okay.
take 3 more damage total.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's his turn.
The dire wolf is gonna run after Anton and take an attack of opportunity from Chomper. We should still be reckless here. Yep. Thankfully. For 9, but that's okay. The wolf has more than enough movement to get down here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait,
But does it have enough to move and attack?
do you still have the wind around you?
No.
No, that got dropped.
Okay, I should delete that then.
Yeah, that got dropped. Now I've got the hex is what he's concentrating on.
Okay, good. Dire wolf is going to bravely continue to attempt to munch.
Do a munch.
Almost. That
Try
could have been an
harder.
18, but it wasn't, so unfortunately you still can't chew through metal, but you're doing your job. Good dog. Dives is watching. Calder.
Dives has pulled out a full popcorn.
Mm-hmm. It's all those insects in the air that they were talking about earlier. He's a bat. He's having a great time.
Does he do the thing that a lot of moviegoers do and like throw popcorn at the screen when it's boring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Calder, I would like to give you a moment here. I'd like to go ahead and give you like an anime moment here. You know, the space between rounds.
Sure.
If you wanna say anything, or if you want to do
Monologue.
anything before your next action, given that right now you and Anton, relatively speaking, are at about the same level of health, sort of facing each other. What do you do? What do you say?
It's really disappointing because you would love this. But it's okay. I know you. I know that if you're behind there somewhere, Anton, you would appreciate what's coming next.
I'm going to give you an insight check, and since you are right in front of him, I'm going to give you advantage. He is completely inscrutable behind that mask, or behind that faceplate.
All right. I have a question.
Yeah.
For Mage Slayer. Does the attack of opportunity from the casting occur before the effect of the spell resolves, or before after?
So it says, this is the wording. When a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. So it doesn't really depict timing.
I feel like we're talking about the same sort of timing as Counterspell, where you kind of start from the top of the stack and go down. Okay. So yes, I would say it would be before the spell happened. So for example, if you cast a concentration spell, you don't have to roll concentration immediately. Right? Because the attack happens first.
And Mage Slayer is bold because it lets you it reacts off of spell casting, not anything else. Not any delineations from that. So I'm getting hit no matter what I do.
Yeah.
So either I waste an action like trying to heal myself and then getting an attack of opportunity and then getting smacked away, or like I really I'm out of I 20 feet away and nothing else. All right, I'm gonna cast Polymorph on myself.
All right, he's gonna use his reaction to attack you.
Yep.
22 will hit.
Yep.
That plus a d6 was 3 more damage.
Cool. I'm going to turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, let me go ahead and look that up. While I'm looking that up, I need more description, please. You attack, you transform. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me what it feels like.
like
You
right after
you
the
teen
line
wolf it.
like right after the line of like, you really would enjoy this. I know that if you're somewhere in there, you would really appreciate what comes next. And suddenly, I start to grow and transform as magic courses through me.
So you don't teen wolf it, is what you're saying.
I do teen wolf it. I'm not saying I'm not saying any words. The magic just happens.
Oh, you're not like sloughing your skin off and like your teeth falling out to be replaced.
Sure, you know what? Sure, that sounds fine.
It's bad and gross. Nobody likes it.
So while you're looking up T-Rex things, can you tell me how much it weighs? Because it might matter for a future turn.
Give me a moment.
It's big.
I need to know more or less than 500 pounds.
I'll spend the sorcery points to cast it as a bonus action because I have that. Because it lets me do other things.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up on my phone for when it's relevant.
Because it's going to be relevant right now. It's going to be relevant right now because I have my base action, which is going to be multi-attacking.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna
for my next turn is the question about weight.
Jeff, I've dropped the Tyrannosaurus into the chat. You should be able to grab it and do its attacks. It does get a multi-attack, one with a bite and one with a tail. It can't make both attacks against the same target because it's yeah.
So it's going to go for the bite.
A 24. I think we already figured out that that's too high for a shield.
That hits.
He is now grappled.
Mm-hmm.
He is restrained. And I can't bite someone else, but he will take this much damage.
D12's getting use.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All that scans. So it grabs, again, description, please.
The Tyrannosaurus will just rise out of Calder, like large Tyrannosaurus Rex leans down and just bites at the upper half of Anton with open jaws and starts shaking its head like a dog.
The lawyer scene from Jurassic Park.
He needs to make a concentration check.
And he needs to make a concentration
still DC
check.
10. He makes it. He
20
still
is
has his
just
hex
fine.
up.
Calder, is that it?
That is it for me.
We are up to Dell.
All right. So Dell is going to flash Fiendclaw out, and then is going to use Fiendclaw to draw his goddess's symbol, and I'm going to cast Turn Undead.
Awesome. I love it. Remind me how that works.
Doop doop boop boop wop. Blah blah blah. Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet will make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I do believe I have the cast for it, so I'm gonna drop it on him.
Okay. He absolutely fails that.
It is turned for a minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature spends its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it cannot move to a space within 30 feet of me willingly. It can no longer take reactions. For its action, it can only use dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there is nowhere to move, it may take the dodge action.
And this lasts?
For a minute.
For a minute?
Or until it takes damage.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll make... you made the save. It failed. So...
it doesn't move yet. It moves on its turn.
On its turn, yeah. I'm just mapping out potential exits.
Yep. I will be moving here, so it should go in that diagonally out from here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be moving this way to force it diagonally away from the Guardian of Faith.
Makes sense to me. So yeah, in order to get further away, it's going to have to go in that direction. Yeah, no problem.
It has to go away, and it won't get hit from the Guardian.
And it is indeed, if that's it, it is Chomper's turn.
I'm checking some stuff.
Sure.
I'm trying to make sure to see what action that actually did. It's an action. Okay, so as a bonus action, I am going to cast Thunderous Smite on myself.
Mm-hmm. And then Chomper, it turns out, is really fast.
Yeah, he is.
Like, and also has a climb speed. So Chomper just vanishes. Like, you're in a swamp, right? You're in a large, leafy forest swamp. More like viney than leafy, but you know what I mean. And he's just gone. I'm gonna, for the sake of argument, put him at the very tip top of the map here. But no, he's just away.
When he comes back, it'll take an equal amount of turns for him to get back.
This is only a finite place. So
you can keep running in a circle and against the wall and hide and shit. That's fine.
He does have a climb speed.
Per the wording, he'll go all the way to the far wall and
then probably climb up. Yeah.
Yeah, or we'll curl into a ball and use dodge.
We'll get to that next turn. We'll see. But for right now,
he might have gotten in the water and touched a troll or something.
So remind me, I don't have my PHB on me. What does restrained mean?
Speed becomes 0 and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Cool, just dexterity. Gotcha. He's going to spend his first attack in trying to take control of the grapple. And T-Rex, you've been hexed against strength, so disadvantage on your check.
Okay.
So strength on strength.
Yep.
I don't know if the T-Rex has an athletics, but you can just roll strength.
Not just roll the stat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn it.
But we'll see. What do you roll at disadvantage, T-Rex?
A 3.
A 10. Oh my God.
Do take control.
Okay, so Anton, tell me what this looks like.
I think it's this unfortunately really cool moment of him just like putting his hands on the opposite ends of the jaw and popping it open. And then like getting behind, he's kind of like with his leg and an arm getting around the neck of this T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
So I think since he broke or took control of the grapple, what's the condition for the restraint ending? Is it taking control of the grapple ending?
So technically it is a strength save.
It's a check, not a save for grapples.
Hold on, let me look at the T-Rex really quick. It says escape DC 17, but you're doing a different thing.
Yeah, he took control of the grapple, not escaped it.
I don't know exactly what the ruling is on this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and say that for the time being, the position's reverse. So you are the one who is restraining the T-Rex instead of otherwise. So like you're on the ground holding it by the jaws still and managing to keep it under control as opposed to the other way around. I think that's a thematically good thing to do.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Then with his other 2 attacks, he will attack the T-Rex. Mm-hmm. Anton being in control of the grapple does not put restrained on the T-Rex.
Because he's too big.
Because he's too big.
But are we saying that this restrained is now off of Anton because he took control?
So this will not be at disadvantage.
Did you make sure you took it off of his person?
Checking. Yeah, restrained, gone. It was on there twice. Warding wind is also gone.
Double restrained.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's just a straight attack on the T-Rex.
23 hits.
T-Rexes are not hard to hit.
No.
They're not hard to hit.
They're big and fleshy, but they have a lot of HP.
And then with an additional...
I'm beginning to regret not giving you Great Weapon Master.
Again.
Yeah, a 30 will hit damn near anything in the book.
All right, and that's going to be 6 points of necrotic with that much. Yeah. So
another 20.
Yeah. Have we added the additional 11 necrotic from the hex? I'm just rolling it into chat because I don't have the actual.
That's 37 total from this turn so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. And I think. he's going to bonus action second wind. So he will regain 1d10 plus his fighter level. Oh,
For maximum.
yeah. Yep.
All right.
And that's
So-
that's his turn.
So we have to, you never have to hand it to Anton, but sometimes you got to hand it to Anton because at this point, like, he is valiantly fighting against a literally physically superior foe, or physically larger at least. Maybe not superior. I don't think Anton would ever think that. But like, and persisting. The wolf, of course, is going to attack. With pack tactics, I have not been doing that.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it hasn't been relevant until just now. So
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, it hasn't. Okay, good. Just always had to miss something.
Don't
I
don't
rolled
put
it
it
on
on the dinosaur.
I rolled it
though.
on the wrong one, but a 24 is still, we've already determined a 24 will hit Anton.
Yep.
And I need a strength save from Anton, please. And also,
Okay, loses the concentration on hex, and then
yeah, the
strength
hex
save, you said?
drops. And then a strength save to avoid being knocked over by the wolf. Yeah, no problem.
It would have been so funny if the prone went, but the hex stayed.
that's what I was hoping for. But nope, this will work.
Calder, the T-Rex, I'm going to say, I know what you're going to do, and please go ahead and do it.
Over the table.
Oh,
Can
man.
you like scoot over so I can get in there?
Turns bites. Bite attack is successful. Once again, Anton is grappled. It's an effect of the attack.
Can you scoot over just a little bit so I can get in there?
Alright.
Well,
You're really big.
Did
like
you
I
remember?
imagine, like
Why
he's
did
just sort of
you-
like he's just like standing and like rotating to point at Del.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
To like point him at Del.
So
Did he heal the 22?
I did see that.
You might have to do it manually.
Yeah, he didn't actually do it. Okay, so
Okay.
before your thing hits, he healed 22, bringing him to. Okay, and then you just dealt how much damage? 38.
38.
Okay. Okay.
And then just essentially is rotating to point Anton to put Anton in between this horrible trio.
Okay.
It's basically want to put Anton above the dog.
Like
Yeah.
essentially on the polar
Yeah.
opposite side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You pick him up, you turn around, you are probably
This one is
still
like
worrying him in
This
the
one's
air.
at like the midsection, so it's like underneath his sword arm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else from our T-Rex?
That was the growl. I can't make the second against the same target, which is weird. I don't remember that being there.
It's because it's a bite and a tail, so it can't be the same.
I know, I get that, but it seems odd. All right, so it doesn't say I can't do this. I'm going to bonus action pull Del. I'm going to telekinesis pull Del forward 5 feet.
You are still able to use any effects that you've got
Feats.
and feats
Specifically.
feats
It's a
specifically.
feat. I can't,
You can't cast a spell, but you can use a feat. Yes. So you're
pull
now
Del
a
forward.
Like that, I
telekinetic.
have the ability to walk.
You are now a telekinetic T-Rex.
The worst kind. Oh,
He's already grappled. So what are you doing?
I'm just he's just his eyes will like flash with a familiar glow of Calder's eyes, and Del will be physically pulled closer.
Dell's face is like, I did not like that. Actually, don't fucking do that.
Speaking of Del, it's your turn.
Dell will walk up like a normal ass person. Dell at this point is glowing slightly. Like both of his eyes are doing that like all gold shine, light is coming out of them thing, except for of course the fake one also has like a purple ring like of iris light. While he's kind of like crackling in high level cleric. And as he's up, I'm going to use the aid action. In concert with Solidarity's action. So Calder will have advantage on his next attack against Anton. And then I take a weapon attack as a bonus action.
And you still have Thunderous Smite on you, yeah?
I have Thunderous Smite active.
Yeah.
That's really clever. I like that.
So I will do a swing against. And do I have advantage on this? Is it going to
You do.
automatically put
I
it?
should.
She's restrained.
Did we put restraint back on Anton
I
since the
have
bite worked
not.
again?
Let me do it right now.
I like these days. They're very pretty.
Okay, go for it.
It's unfortunately that's someone I can call back and will. But
He's gonna shield at that one and
You're
not
gonna shield
let
at that
hit.
one?
Yep,
So
that's his reaction.
Fiend Claw is swinging towards Anton, and what does the shield look like?
I think it's this. It looks like it's pulling all of the dried blood that is on Anton from whatever the fuck he's been doing in here, and like puts that up as a physical barrier.
Del,
Can
was
I
that
take my
everything for you?
inspiration
I'm
on
sorry.
hitting Anton?
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So you're
I'll let
looking
him-
for higher. Well, his AC is currently 24 because of shield, because he did cast it.
Okay, so I need to roll higher than a 15.
Yep.
Or a 15 or higher.
there we go.
And with a 25, you manage it.
You know that there's a divine smite in this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Are
There's
you
the
kidding me?
thunderous smite.
I love the
Under-
imagery of the shield like trying to hold back Delmain's glowing sword.
Yeah.
He's not in a good space,
No.
but he is in a fuck you up.
We've
Space.
seen a lot of Del being passive up to this point. This is not passive. This is 43 points of
this
damage.
is a lot of like long since resolved pathos gently rising to the surface for some catharsis.
Hey, how does Del take Anton out?
So the sword, it's like Dell is already like bleeding like divine holy energy. Like it's just like pouring off of him. I think in this moment as the sword goes up, it's specifically from like Calder's like what the one eye that's it facing in that direction. The guardian kind of like meshes silhouettes with Dell. So it kind of like the like divine like guardian's wings start like looking like they're coming off of Calder as Calder just raises up Fiendclaw both hands and just takes off Anton's head with the sound of a lightning, with the sound of a thunder strike. That probably just like we like cut out and then we just see like Dive just like kind of gets shaken off of his little like perch.
Yep.
And with that, for the moment, well, no, let's go ahead and continue our
Still
thing.
glowing.
You're still glowing.
Glowing.
So presumably Chopper has some company out there in the form of water trolls.
And
Sorry, I'm ruining the ecosystem. I'm gonna also throw out that the viscera that appears is gonna be, it gets burned off because of the divine bullshit going on, so it doesn't even touch me.
Chomper still turns.
Chomper is not anywhere in sight. Chomper is so not anywhere close to you.
Chopper has wormed his way through the skin of the
like,
airplane.
Frankly, like Baba Yaga is going to come back and go, I have a new pet. I didn't capture
gift.
you. Where did you come from?
I'm just saying, those
Prezzy.
hags didn't want the blight here, and Chomper is chock full of blight and
Yeah.
out of sight.
And could be causing other problems, but
Just saying.
Yeah, but we only technically made a deal to deal with this guy.
we had no idea he had help. So
They didn't
And
say he had help.
as
Seems like their problem, not mine.
as the body is lies on the ground, the sound of the insects sort of settles. Maybe there's some rustling Chomper out there somewhere, maybe as far away as possible from you.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
But everything kind of settles down, the wind dies down. You've got the body of Anton right now in front of you. What do you do with it?
I'm gonna put his body into a bag of holding.
Do y'all have a bag of holding?
I do.
Okay.
So do I, but critically, I want Anton
You
put away.
want the head in your bag of holding, or do you want the head in my bag of holding?
I think that keep it, because we don't know how this blight shit works. We're gonna, like, separating the body parts is probably prudent.
That's what I was thinking.
Now that you're looking at it, I'm going to give you a thing before you put it away, because taking the head off, the helmet comes off. I am going to say, when you look at his face, this is not like Belak. This is not like other creatures that you've seen before. If you look at him, just glance at him, there really doesn't seem to be anything different at all. But when you look close, there are vines, not vines, but like small, little, tiny, itsy bitsy roots underneath the skin.
Gross.
Yeah. I'm
I-
holding the head. I'm gonna look at like Calder. I'm like, actually, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I'm gonna just go back to like that stone altar, so it's not like gonna touch the earth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the head down, and I'm gonna cast Commune with Nature.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay. What are you looking for with that? I'm pulling up Commune with Nature. It's been a while since I've used it. I love
In a hot
this.
minute. It, like, realistically, it lets me know things about the area. But I want to commune if I can. I know it's like slightly outside of the actual details of the spell, because it's more about like help you find a location and shit. I want to know about what's going on with the plant life that is part of my late brother.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Let's do that. The first thing that you notice when you cast Commune with Nature is that all of the nature around you does not talk to you. Like,
Okay.
all the nature around you is, once again, like you had this suspicion before, but now it's definitely confirmed that these sisters have this place on lockdown. Yeah. It's like trying
if the nature
to speak
around me could give me the general idea of where Chomper is, so I can go finish cleaning that problem up, that would be cool. But if not, then nah.
Are you saying that out loud, or is that a thing that you're just thinking as you're
Oh, I'll say it to like the nature around me is also being quiet. I'll just like point that out to the nature around me, being like, "Yo, if you want to point me towards the problem in your middle, that's cool, and I'll deal with it. But like after I finish with this, I will go deal
let's
with
do that first. Let's do this first.
You tell me."
So give me, let's see. So commune with nature. I'm gonna say
Calder will turn back into a person and will start drinking his healing potions.
yes. Okay, I am dropping the T-Rex. I'm putting Calder back.
For the first, and I will dismiss the Hound of Ill Omen because it disappears when its target drops.
So Del,
yeah,
you get the sense that these things are in his body, although they are dying and decaying as you speak. And in fact, there will probably be no trace of them as you're looking at this, as you're feeling it. In a few minutes or a few hours, all trace of this will be gone. But you get the sense that the purpose of this was to control him. The purpose of this plant life that was within his body was to control him at a muscular level.
Okay, so this is puppet strings.
This is puppet strings.
I'll let Calder know. I'll give Calder the full download as I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to try something as well.
Okay.
I am going to get a firm, like using magic, the arcane means he's going to like very carefully and very precisely, like using meta magic for spell points if necessary, to target he wants to envision and target the plant and only the plant, and will blight it.
Ooh. I'm going to say that we're going to have a roll on this because I like this idea. Go ahead.
I'm willing to take feedback from the plant if I can ensure that it hits.
What kind of feedback are you interested in taking?
I'm willing to take some of the like I'm willing to take like a rebound. Like if he's gonna blight it and essentially burn it out, I'm willing to use the lingering effects of my commune with nature to ensure that it hits, and I'm willing to take some of the kickback from that.
Okay, why don't we go ahead?
Because the blight spell says plant dies. That's its only function.
Let's go ahead and say that works, and it will burn out the plant matter.
I'll mark the spell off.
I'm gonna say roll your damage, and we will deal half of it to Del.
That's fine.
All right. It's necrotic for as much as that matters to you.
No, it's fine.
I am aware.
No, we're doing this the hard way.
So that's 15.
So it'll be 31 roll damage, so 15.
Yep.
15's half.
And yeah, you'll be able to burn all of the plant life out of his body.
I don't know how to make the numbers.
The body stiffens and twitches for a minute, and then relaxes.
I mean, this was a process that would probably kill him, but he's dead, so...
Ash coming out from various places.
Okay, I took my 15 damage.
Dives, after you do this blast of energy and the stuff
I'm gonna put
kind
his
of
hand in
ashes
the
away,
box.
Dives flies down to the body, finds a gap in the armor, and goes and starts sucking up some blood.
Calder will pat Dives very gently.
With that all done, I'm gonna say the head's yours. You put it in your bag, and I'll go and find Chomper and turn it into a paste.
I think we can manage that. Yeah.
Now that with some
the
time,
turn undead will have been finished by the time that I get over there.
Okay.
For sure. But between all I have to do is really hit him.
So your intention is to
go kill Chomper.
To go out there and find and kill Chomper. Okay.
Well,
let's
also
run that. I feel like that's going to be a fast fight.
Well, I could just cast Hold Monster on him again, and then he's paralyzed for that entire.
I'm down for you to do that. I don't know if Hold Person will work.
Yeah. So Hold Monster, I can force the save on him if you bring him in close.
Yeah. So
we want to just.
No, because okay. Are you specifically? He's not coming to you. So are you specifically looking? He's not coming to you at all. So are you specifically looking for him?
In the community with nature, I did definitely say to the plants, if they want to point me in the general direction, I will go deal with the problem.
He is pretty much at the very tippy top of the semicircle right now. The dome that you're under, he is crawling around on the moon.
So he's
That's not something I ever thought I'd say, but here we are.
Yeah. I'm within 90 feet of him at a distance and at elevation. Just Hold Monster to paralyze him.
Yeah, can you grab him? I can't fly.
We do have at least one person who can fly.
Yeah, he has a broom too, so but I can't.
So
fly.
so he's trying to crawl around.
I'm okay with making the barbarian take fall damage. So
yeah, totally. So he's trying to navigate the ceiling, right, and trying to hide behind everything there. In your commune with nature,
the turn undead will have ended.
Yeah, he is. Yes, that is fair. But he's still up there, and so you get a beat on where he is. Then Calder's going to go out. He's not staying still, and the commune with nature spell. How long does it last?
So it's after the casting thing, it gives me answers.
Right. So
and then it ends.
It's an instant,
and then
it ends.
It's not an ongoing communication.
Okay, so Calder, you know where Chopper is Chomper is. I said Chopper. I've been watching way too much One Piece. Where Chomper is when Del cast this spell. So you're going to go up on your broom, and I'm going to need at least a perception check from you.
Yeah.
Can Dives help?
I am willing to let Dives.
Dives a little shitbag. I see why I
do an advantage. Yeah, give him advantage.
Because Dives is also flying around.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I have
and admittedly, stealth is not Chomper's strong suit. He does have some dexterity, though. We'll see.
He's sticking his fingers in the walls and stuff.
I'll take the 14 to your 13, though, so you're flying around. Go ahead.
I'll spend a spell point to say fuck you.
Fair enough.
Say reroll.
No, apparently not.
Oh!
It happens sometimes.
But because of the height of the elevation, and I know how things work, my goal is to be at elevation and not within something that he can attack from.
Yeah. And he doesn't. If you are continuing to search, I will give you one more opposed roll, but after that, you have no idea where he is. This one is going to be at a -2 because it's been some time.
Can still be aiding, flying around.
Yes, so you can take advantage, but take a -2 as well, please.
I mean, what is your perception bonus?
It's +0. Why are we making me do this?
I was gonna say, can die
You're
Because I
the
can't
one-
fly.
16
So,
isn't bad, though. Okay.
Hey.
He is not a subtle creature.
So for a moment, like, he had the thought, maybe, to stay still for a bit. Unfortunately, once he started moving again, it's like, it's very, very difficult to miss him once he gets going.
Yeah, I had the thought of like I was thinking like Calder's like, okay, he's a creature of the swamp. It's like, no, he's a stupid undead. He'd go in a straight line.
So you are engaging him approximately 120 feet off of the floor of Lakeland. What do you do?
Swoop into 90 feet and cast Hold Monster.
At 90 feet, he's not going to be able to get to you regardless. So let's go ahead and resolve that saving throw. Go ahead and force it.
I'll call out his location, flying close.
Yeah, absolutely not. So he falls, right? Hold person makes him fall.
Hold person is...
No, it just
Hold person
freezes him.
He is paralyzed. He is still subject to gravity, however.
So yeah, no problem.
And then I just like make this gesture, and he just pulls directly out, like from he's like a book being removed from the shelf.
So yeah.
So he is going to fall into the foliage and just make a Wile E. Coyote style.
He's not
little
raging
puff
because he
of
hasn't
smoke.
attacked anything.
No, he's not raging. No.
I'll move over into that area, and
Alright.
then I will do hits.
Now we need to do initiative. So I said it was the problem. Yeah, I said it was near
Hold
the
monster. He gets to make a save when what?
At the end of his turn.
But if he takes damage,
No, it does not. That does not have that proviso.
Yeah.
fair enough. I'm gonna roll a new
And it
one.
specifically says
Calder.
at the end of his turn, so he can't do anything on the turn he gets free.
Yeah.
Wow. I just rolled just the absolute worst initiative.
Mhm.
Okay, so at the beginning of this new combat, at the moment, I am actually taking Chomper off of the thing because he fell from the ceiling into a deep and dense swamp. Yeah? So I'm going to say that you're going to have to get within a certain amount of distance of him, or, perception checks, survival checks, things like that. This is going to be a little bit of a skill challenge.
I'm gonna get within telekinesis distance of him, and just because I can keep him, and then just keep moving him,
So
dragging him through the foliage back to Dell.
And since he hasn't taken an action, you do have a sense of direction, but you don't have line of sight at the moment. It's too dense.
So you were 90 feet out, and then he dropped 120.
And you know
You'd
that
have to
he
go
dropped.
over and look down.
I'm going to say, you know that he dropped somewhere to
Spell points for a spell slot. And
This
cast Blight
direction.
again. Cast Blight again to create the line of sight zone.
yeah.
For me?
Hold on. So,
Casting Blight to just make the zone where he is visible.
So you're blighting the Green
plant-
Sisters swamp.
It's just to damage the plants that are covering him.
So you're blighting the Green Sisters swamp.
You're right. I wouldn't do that. That would be dumb. Damn it!
I will say though, you saw where he dropped, and he dropped somewhere in this direction.
I can, as long as I keep him, as long as I maintain the spell, I'm fine, and I can. I'll do a cantrip, I guess, to just to make like I'll make an illusion of a giant arrow pointing straight down in the air above it.
I've already started walking once I heard that drop happen. Once I get like in the general area, if I don't see it immediately, I will cast locate creature.
Okay, well let's do that. We are an initiative. So Calder, you let's see.
I know he is under the effect of the spell. I will hover directly over where he fell,
and then you make a big illusion arrow to point down at him. Yeah,
excellent.
I create the mission marker.
Perfect. Delmain, it's your turn. You know where to go.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. Go ahead and move, and yeah, given
nothing is on the map for us.
Oh yeah,
he's
right there. He's right there.
Yeah, I am. I'll put my dude next to him, but I am at 90 feet of elevation directly.
Totally get you, no problem. So you're up there.
He's visible to me now.
He is visible to you. You are visible to him. It is your turn.
Excellent. It's my turn. I will do an attack.
You will do an attack.
Put the condition paralyzed onto Chomper.
I haven't, and
that will affect attacks on him.
He really doesn't even get a save when he takes damage. Wow, hold monster is rough.
Hold monster be a hold monster.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, hold monster is gross.
Just had a long rest, and I think Calder's already nearly
This is how you beat a low wisdom barbarian, right? This is it.
I still have a lot left in the tank. I just don't wanna.
Okay, so yes, he is paralyzed. Go ahead and take your attacks.
Okay.
You actually miss.
Yep.
He's just too hard-skinned. Those scales are really actually very tough. And the bark.
I'm gonna look at Fiend Claw, and I'm gonna go, really, bud?
Look, that fucking bat has been teasing me this whole time. I'm distracted, all right? I apologize.
I will give you to the bat if you can't get your shit together. It's
all right.
a bat.
But you don't understand. I don't like being shat upon. I don't know why I changed the accent.
Being shat upon. You learn to live with it.
That's way too real. Way too real. So you attack twice and you miss twice while you and Fiend Claw have your little tiff.
I only make one attack.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I forced the save. He does. I forced the save. He failed.
He fails, so he stays paralyzed. And now that he has had an action to be paralyzed, and you're all around him, now I'm willing to say, what are you doing with him?
Oh, we do murder to him.
We hit him until it is dead.
Go ahead, M, because I know this is kind of the thing that Del does, and let me know what the finishing blow looks like, please.
I'm gonna roll dice.
Roll those dice.
I'm gonna be spending spell slots to kill it
because it is paralyzed, so you get an automatic crit.
No, crit if you hit.
If you hit,
but you
have advantage to hit, but you have to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Now I don't know if it'll auto crit on this.
I don't think it did.
So it'll just double whatever that is plus double again.
Okay.
Because he's undead.
So roll that damage one more time. We're going to add it. We're going to double it. And we're going to see what happens. So that's 76.
76.
That's 152 points of damage. What's this look like?
I think that
it vaporizes him.
Oh yeah, it absolutely vaporizes him. But I feel like Del as Del is kind of has gotten back into that divine essence bleed again when this comes down, and it's just it is a cold dispatching.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Calder already has seen Del kind of he's at least I hope that it's coming off that he's kind of already relatively detached from everything. But this is an entirely this is not. This is just a removal. This is a job being done. Statement ends.
Mm-hmm.
There's no oh, this was fun, but this was just this is done now.
Calder has no emotion to destroy Chomper. It's just like math to him.
But like that is it's the same exact like it's the exact same like parallels to what happened with Anton like 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, just
it's just this is a thing that happened.
It's ticked off the to-do list.
It is for straight up like I just cleared my like a chore off of a chore list. That's it.
I'll be asking for that body later, but that's later.
You can put this one in your bag of holding with the head.
Give me a medicine check. This is going to be an easy one.
You say this.
You're
but then I
aiming
have
for
to
you're
roll
aiming
it.
for an 8. But you're right.
Say
You
this,
could
but then I have
all
to
fail.
roll it.
But that looks like a natural 20.
Check that 7 though.
Listen, you say this, but I had to roll it. Okay.
Wow.
Just
You see, I have the other curse where if it's a really easy, unimportant roll, I roll nat 20s then.
And then an 18 for dives, just because. There
Dives is a sneaky
Dives understands what's happening here.
So Calder specifically, though, there isn't there's body left, but there's not a lot of body left. Like this thing is
Anton.
no
I
of
have enough
Chomper. No, Anton.
Chomper?
Anton is
I don't
actually
give a shit about Chomper.
yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Chomper when you were putting his body in.
I don't know. Like, that body's annihilated. There's not enough left.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not
That's
gonna bother.
okay.
I mean,
Just checking.
I'm not gonna leave it here. It'll poison the ecosystem. So
Exactly.
We'll take
Okay.
a bit
Okay.
of it.
I just
we should gather.
wanted to
but
make
I'm gonna
sure.
keep it I'm gonna keep it in a pouch away from the body.
I didn't think this would necessarily be the thing, but just making sure you know that you can't use Raise Dead on this thing.
Oh, unrelated standard note. When we were putting Anton's body into one bag of holding and his head into a different one, I did pull out standard New York PD body bags.
I think if we're gonna talk about that and putting the body in, I think before you go to like actually shove it in, Dives like lands on Anton's body and starts like pulling at the weird thing around his neck that was shimmering.
That's a good thing. That's a good point. We should actually loot the body.
If we're gonna do it, we're not gonna do it here.
Exactly.
I will look at Dives and be like, if you don't want to be in the bag, get out.
It takes him a second to think about it, and then he flies away.
Yes, correct.
All right. So
A
so,
pair of trees will kind of lean in on each other and like lean over each other and kind of crisscross, and the space underneath the two trees will begin to spin and roil like the teleportation effects that you've been seeing up to this point.
I will like face the direction of where the island was before we leave.
Yep.
Give it a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And something to the effects of and then leave.
Calder again.
Welcome.
Matches the respectful bow. Like we'll just.
I apologize for the additional hole in your garden.
He'll make he'll turn. He'll make the formal bow. Take 2 steps back before he turns to leave.
Oh, Del doesn't do any of the like turning or like he just and then he leaves.
Yeah,
he's
totally.
like, I'm done. I don't do court shit.
Like this is more like these are old-fashioned folk. I'm guessing at least the elder is old-fashioned, so covering that base.
Before if it's possible, I would like to take a swing at Dives.
Yes, you can take a swing at Dives. At some point, Dives puts his guard down. It's going to happen at some point.
Before we get to see Charlotte again, I would like to take a swing at Dives.
Yes, go ahead. Dives is in the combat tracker and on the map. Why don't you go ahead and make that attack, please? That hits.
Why?
For more than 1 damage. Absolutely just poofs out of existence. And Fiend Claw's like, oh, finally. A moment without fiends everywhere.
And then we go through the portal.
And then you go through the
Then
portal
we-
back to where Swoops is.
Just give it. He got a break.
A moment of relief.
That's all we needed.
Beautiful. And that's where we end our
I'm
session.
sorry, Olivia, I had to do it. It was
I'm-
taunting.
I'm going over to the post game thing, even though we'll probably do a live post game on this. I don't know, but who cares? Let's jump over.